Two cannibals were eating a clown. One turned to the other and said, "Does this taste funny to you?" Hi, welcome to Pictures, Noise and Words. I'm Hedgy, and this is Band-Maid. But you already know that, don't you? Because that's why you're here. I suspect this will be quite popular. I've done Band-Maid several times. I really like them. It's not going to be for everyone. It is quite happy music. Tends to be. I haven't heard this, but it tends to be quite upbeat and happy. So, you know, Mark Blau, just go now. There's nothing here for you. Just go. So, Band-Maid have got a new album coming out next year. And I think, he says, it's in January. Is it? Hang on a second. I had this, and then as soon as I started speaking, gone. February the 11th. No. January the 20th. So we got there eventually. Right, ignore all of the things I said before. They got a new album out on January the 20th, and it's called Unseen World, and this is not the cover of it. The only cover I could find for Unseen World was lots of red fingernailed fingers, and I mean lots of them, and that was it, just an image with lots of fingers. And I thought, is that really the album cover? I'm really not sure. But then the last Band-Maid album, the cover was a wingding, frankly, so it could be. However, this song called Different, this is the cover of the single version. There's two different songs in it. This one, Different, and one called Don't Belong, and then there's a third track, but it's a different version of Different. Different version. It's a different. It says 89 second version, or 89 sec version, which I assume means second version. So if you want a very short version, it's on there. I don't know. Okay, so yes, this motherboard is the cover of the single version. You know, it's nice that the Japanese music is opening more up in the Western world, but it's hard work sometimes to find out the information you want, which is fine. I mean, they're not there to make it easy for us, but if they want to make it easy for the world, it'd be nice if they just put information together in easily kind of, what's the word? Findable, which is probably not actually a word, but just make it easier to find, please, because I had to look all over the place just to scrape together the bits that I've just said. Anyway, short me. I haven't seen this. There are English subtitles that you can switch on, so I have switched them on. Though you might not be able to see them here because it's going to be quite small, but I've gone for it. Let's play it. Come on, screen, what are you doing to me? Every time. It's not a very long song. It's like 3.5 minutes. Let's rock.
Let's go, it's showtime! Come back to life, hold that.
There you go. It came, and it went again. Literally 3.5 minutes, which felt like 2. Yeah, it's one of those songs, right, that, I mean, it's so full of energy and it's so kind of bouncy and up that it's one of those songs where when you're listening to it and anyone's around, you're kind of going, oh, yeah, like now, like I'm going. And that's it. But when you're on your own, it's one of those you just dance around your house joyously when no one can see you, and hope that the dog doesn't tell on you. It's kind of, it's just so full of life and I stopped. You know what? I stopped reading the subtitles because the video editing. I said this literally like a week ago on something. The video editing is just, whoever did it has got like ADHD to the max, because it's just a fraction of a second of every, and I was trying to read the subtitles to start with and realised that I could not for the life of me see both things because everything was happening so quickly. So yeah, I gave up on reading the subtitles. So it could have been about death and the destruction of the human race for all I know. But it didn't sound like he did it. It just sounded like, let's all have some fun now, have a bit of dance around and just enjoy the thing, basically, which is what I did. So I really like that. I really like it. I've always liked Band-Maid, to be honest. Way back, I can't remember if the videos I did on Band-Maid earlier are even on my channel anymore, because if you've been around for a while, there were problems with the Japanese music industry on my channel. But if you're new, well, I've just explained it anyway. So I can't remember if my old Band-Maid videos are even on there. I didn't go and check. But well, we'll see what happens. Just roll the dice with this one and see what happens. And they signed to a new record label. I don't know what that means for their exposure worldwide, but they have certainly started to make a name for themselves worldwide, I would say. So I suspect that the signing to a new record label is another step in that direction. Because why wouldn't it be? It wouldn't make sense, would it, to start getting a name for yourself worldwide and then sign with a record label that's very internalized. So hopefully that record label also has a progressive view of marketing, because frankly I'm giving them free marketing, aren't I? Let's see. Anyway, that aside, that was great fun. I like the way the bass player was all in black and just literally faded into the background. There was a couple of times like, oh yeah, I can see you, just about. Hair down in front of your face and just fade into the background kind of thing. It's a very bass player thing to do that. If you do know some bass players, see if you agree with this. But if you don't know bass players, my view of bass players is they tend to be very good musicians that don't really want any attention. They're just like, I'm really good at what I do, leave me alone, I'm just going to be over here in the back doing my thing. And every now and again there's an outlier, of course. There'll be somebody who just like the Steve Harris of this world who just dives around the stage, but mostly they tend to kind of go, I'm just over here, just don't bother me. Yeah, anyway, that's not important right now. Band-Maid, yet another fun one. New album out in, what did I say, end of January, wasn't it? Was it January the 20-something? Anyway, new album out early next year. This is out now, but that's not the cover of the album, just to be clear. I think the album cover, as I said earlier, is lots of hands, but the picture was just so weird I didn't want to put it here and say it was the album cover because I just wasn't sure. Did I tell you what the new album is called even? The new album is going to be called Unseen World. That song, by the way, people won't get this far into the video, so I'm expecting comments telling me this because people don't usually watch this far into videos anyway. But I think it's the theme music from an anime called Log Horizon, not Horizon, unless that's just a misprint. Yeah, I've got Log Horizon in one place and Log Horizon in another, so I'm not sure which one that is, but it's the title track, or the theme music rather, for Log Horizon, which I know nothing about. I don't watch anime. My son might know. Again, that's not important right now. Let me know what you think.